everybody. Today's another beautiful day here in California. Sunday, beautiful weather, sunny. Gives us a chance to work on this car. You guys saw the clip from last night. We picked up a couple things last night. We picked up the carbon fiber hood and CSL trunk. I'm gonna show you guys what we got, and hope you guys like it. Just came up with a really good deal. This guy's selling a carbon fiber hood for the 330. Okay guys, so we picked it up, and I'll show you when we get there. Looks really good. I'm so surprised how good it looks. It's gonna look dope on the car. Before I show you guys the hood and the trunk, I want to go over the car one more time with you guys. For those of you that didn't know, this car was crashed. It's got a new bumper and new hood. Been painted to match the car. Fortunately, we haven't even ran the hood in the street, but we're going to be switching it over to a carbon fiber one. Also, the CSL trunk that we got, we're going to end up wrapping it. It's not carbon fiber, so we're going to wrap it in carbon, and we're also going to wrap the top of this car in carbon. So first is getting it washed. This hasn't been washed in a couple weeks. It's been neglected, but we picked up a couple extra things. We're gonna end up buffing this car. Never done it myself personally. I have no experience with it. Saw some videos, got some equipment. Gonna go ahead and try it out, especially the top, because we got to get this prepped for the wrap. And the CSL trunk that we got will get sanded and get it wrapped. So once we're all done, this car's gonna be nice and clean, all polished up. Okay guys, so this is the hood right here, carbon fiber. This is actually made by VIS. If you guys know VIS, they make good quality carbon fiber parts. Got a really good deal on it, like I said, about 200 bucks. A little dirty, but really clean, really good condition. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. I really love it. Originally we were just gonna go with the white hood and wrap it in some white carbon fiber, but so yeah, after finding this hood, there was no way I was gonna miss out on it. Jumped on it, and the guy actually had sold me this trunk a few days before. It's obviously seen better days. It's fiberglass, not carbon fiber. It needs some work, but for 75 bucks, I jumped on it. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of work on it, getting these little cracks and holes filled in here. I picked up some epoxy. Once we get that, we'll sand it down. I did some sanding already here just to fill it out. It came out real good, so I think the wrap's gonna grab on there good. So now that you saw the trunk, let me know what you guys think. Put your comments on the bottom. Let me know if you guys think I could save this thing. Pretty sure we could. It was kind of a gamble. I was kind of thinking maybe not, maybe it's gonna be too much work, but we like the challenges. We're gonna go ahead and try it out, try to rock it. This is the carbon fiber wrap we got, the white one we were gonna originally run the hood with, but now we're just gonna go black on the roof. We got the hood now, so it's gonna match real cool. I also picked up a heat gun. If you guys saw one of my videos, I destroyed my heat gun in the oven cooking process, and I got the epoxy. And also we got a couple things here so we can buff the car with. Got all the pads, got all polishes, the polisher. We're gonna go over that in a different video, but like I said, if you guys like this video, go ahead and comment. Let me know what you think about it. Okay guys, so I just wanted to bring this short video today to you guys so you guys can get an update of what's been happening with this car. There's a lot of things going on with it. There's going to be a lot of things going on with the 328 supercharger. Got a couple projects for that one too. I'm going to be doing a giveaway here shortly. Haven't given out the details. Got a couple things I'm giving away, but I may also be giving away a custom built part for one lucky subscriber. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment. Feel free to ask me any questions on the process of any of these projects or any of the ones you've seen before, and I will try to answer all your questions. You've been maybe following the build here. This is the white 330. Angel, what's up, man? What are we doing here today?
We're doing a compression test on the 6-cylinder.
Okay, so let's see it. Okay, got the gauge hooked up. Got my compressor ready, fully charged. There it is. Airline's hooked up. Leakage test down there. We got about 90 psi going into it. We're losing it a little bit, as you can see. Maybe I'm not at top dead center, so let's turn it a little bit. I'm gonna turn it to the right. If it doesn't work, we're gonna turn it to the left. So let's see. A couple of degrees of difference is all that matters. You really don't know until you've done an engine and you know what a couple of degrees of power can make. So as you can see, I've pretty much equalized. We know that cylinder number 2 definitely has a leak. It seems to be getting a couple psi of blow by. We're a couple psi low, and honestly I can hear the leak, and it seems to be like it's right down in the cylinder. So the first step is going to be to jack it up and then get the motor more even. And once we get the motor kind of evened out, we'll pour some of the seafoam. I wanted to try the AC Delco upper cleaner, injector cleaner they call it, but it's unavailable here in California. So I got some seafoam and I'm gonna put it into the cylinders and then let it set overnight, maybe a day or two. Once all that's out of there and we got the cylinder dry, we'll start it up and we'll see if compression will raise. And if it doesn't, we'll try it again. A couple people said it takes a couple tries to get it up, so we'll try that and then see if the compression will raise. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't think one cylinder is worse than the other. They're just stuck, especially this car. I bought it used. The guy did not take care of it, as I can tell. So here is number 2 cylinder intake valve. Doesn't look too bad, but we don't know if it's leaking. I just wanted to get a little look at it and see if it was covered in oil. Normally something cooked in oil is going to be black, but maybe they're been running hot or they've been leaking a little bit. So we may do the seafoam, clean the whole intake and see what happens. Okay, so this is the valve. This is number 4. I just stuck it in there just to get a quick reference, but as you can see, the valve right there looks pretty clean. The intake is definitely full of oil. We need to get it all taken off, washed off, and get it cleaned up so we have no oil residue. Maybe the CCV system's leaking. If not, we may delete it and just not have to worry with that anymore. But let me show you number 2 cylinder. Let's hope that it's clean, and we'll go on to performing a leakage down test. So let's go. This is a pretty dirty piston right here, as you can see. Very difficult to see it, but as you can tell, it's very dirty. That's number 4. Here's number 2, which was also giving us issues. Very, very dirty. As you can tell, has a lot of carbon deposits in there. Definitely needs a cleaning. Here's number 1, which is actually the cleaner one. You can see some of the aluminum there. It's not too dark, but as you go around the edges, you can see it's a little bit dark. So we're gonna put some seafoam in this, let it set overnight, and see how it cleans it up. Working on the 330. It's a very good looking car. Got it all cleaned up. This car was scratched in the front, damaged the radiator support, the bumper, and the hood. And we got these all new, cleaned it up, got new lights, new grills, new bumper, new everything. Got some new components in the front end, new water pump, new hoses, new belts, new thermostat. Everything's new. But after running it, we had a problem with number 2 cylinder. Not a misfire, but fuel cutoff, which is similar to a misfire. Something's wrong. We did a compression test. Definitely was a couple psi low, not too crazy, but something's there. And then we did a leak down test. A little bit of a leak, not too bad. I'm not fully satisfied with the problem. Look inside the cylinders, put a camera down there. It's very dirty. The whole intake manifold is dirty inside. So we ran some seafoam through it. We put some seafoam in the cylinder, let it set for the whole night, for 2 nights, and did it again. And hopefully that cleaned out the cylinders a little bit, cleaned out the rings a little bit. So there could be a possible blown head gasket, number 2 cylinder. So right now we're gonna warm it up, do a leakage down test one more time, and see if any air bubbles come out of the coolant tank. So it can pretty much show us if number 2 cylinder has a blown head gasket. And then if that's confirmed, good, we figured it out. If not, we're gonna just pull the whole intake manifold and everything off and get everything cleaned up and get all the carbon deposits out of it, and try to clean the cylinders a little bit better. I might put some actual fuel in there, blow it out with a blowgun, get them all cleaned up, and get compression up to date on this thing and see what happens from there. I see a lot of people online, YouTube, on E46 Fanatics, Beamer Fest, or whatever they call these different forums, and this problem seems to be very common for 325s and 330s, and I think it's time for us to nail this thing down, and then we're gonna figure it out. So with that check engine light telling me I had a fuel cutoff, number 2 cylinder, it was basically throwing symptoms similar to a misfire. I'm still trying to figure it out. Done a lot of research online, not a lot of answers on it. So I took the intake manifold apart, checked for leaks, changed all the gaskets. This was really full of oil, so I think the CCV system wasn't working. So I changed it out, cleaned out the whole intake, washed it out, cleaned off all the parts, throttle, body, idle control valve, and then I cleaned the cylinder head. I used seafoam, put it down in the cylinder head itself, let it sit overnight, two different times, and that should help really clean up those deposits on the rings. I think that might have been the cause. It's honestly looking really good now, minus the seat being all torn up. The rest of the interior's pretty good. Wrapping these pillars, I used some cheap wrap, but didn't stick too good, so we're gonna take that off, get some 3M stuff, and then redo it. The door pillars here though, I did those, and those came up pretty good.
Everything, fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.